Trump still has not won over a majority of Americans. 54% disapprove of the way he's handling the economy. All right, now, I want to spend a little time on this. I got stopped by a guy, not picking on him. I actually thought it was sort of instructive. I got stopped by a guy over the weekend in church. He said, "Hey, Chris, could I talk to you a second? Talk to me about this tariff stuff." I said, "Okay, what? What's your question?" He goes, "Well, how do you feel about that?" He says that he and some other guys are starting to talk about how these tariffs, he's not really sure, and people are getting a little nervous about them. Is this the best course of action? What's the outcome here? What's the goal? Why are we doing this? And I said, well, the easiest way for me to explain it, I'm certainly no economist, but the easiest way for me to explain this is not permanent. Trump is not looking to levy tariffs on others, bringing goods into this country forever. And yes, there is no denying that tariffs end up costing us more. There's no denying that. I wouldn't even try to hide it. Trump knows that too. This is going to be uncomfortable for a minute. And I said to this guy, listen, I get why you're uncomfortable. We all are. The economy's not on great footing. And so for anything to cost more, for any prices to go up, for the market to take any downturn right now in an already kind of wobbly, soft economy, it makes people nervous. And I understand that. But this is tough medicine stuff. Trump does not want to levy tariffs forever. Trump is using them as a tool. When people make something overseas and send it here, and we charge them nothing to sell to our people, whatever they make, but then we make things here and send it overseas, and the countries that are taking our goods charge that company out the wazoo to sell it there, that's known as unfair. That's not fair. Now, again, it's not about free trade. It's about fair trade. It is not fair to send our dairy products to Canada, and Canada, puts a tariff on them that costs a dairy farmer 200% more than if he sold down the street to a local grocer. That's not fair. And when Canada then sends their dairy goods into the United States and we charge them virtually nothing to sell them here, that's not fair. Multiply that all over the globe. Whatever country, whatever product, whatever good or service that we provide here in the United States and sell anywhere else across our shores, across any border to our north or our south, is it fair? Fundamentally, this is like a third grader can understand this. We make things and sell them to people, and they charge us to sell them. They make things and sell them to us, and we charge them nothing to sell their products to us. How is that fair? How can that help make commerce, business, employment, meaningful jobs in this country? How is that sustainable? Answer, of course, it's not. It's why towns and cities all across this country are nothing but tattoo parlors and vape shops and CBD oil shops and Dollar Generals. That's why that's all you see in strip malls everywhere you go. Of course, fast food joints. There is no meaningful business, people making things, factories, because it's cheaper to go elsewhere and make things elsewhere. If I have an American company making a widget and I want to start selling it to Germany, and Germany, puts some sort of tariff on my widget to sell to Germans, and I've got all these rules and regs and I got union guys that want $25, $30 an hour to make my widget, but I can go over to, Ireland, China, whatever, pick your foreign country, and if I make my widget there, I don't have all of these labor relations regs and monetary policy forced on me, and I'm not being tariffed by other countries for making my widget and selling to them there. It becomes more hospitable for me to make my widget and take my company to a foreign country. Trump is trying to settle that balance, settle that score, and say, make your widgets here. We're going to lower the regulatory burden on you, and we're going to force all these other countries to take your widgets just the same as we take their widgets, and we're all going to trade fairly and nicely. We're not going to let them ratchet up 200% tariffs on your widget while we buy their widget and sell it to our people for nothing. Those days have got to end. But what does that mean? That means Trump is going to have to put us into a place where we're not really comfortable. It is easier and more comfortable for Donald Trump right now to just start spending money recklessly, printing more money, racking up that $36 trillion we're already in debt, racking it up ever higher, artificially juice the stock market, make the markets boom, and everybody says, boy, look at the market, look at my portfolio, look at my 401k, it's never been higher. Yes, built on phony money. While the country isn't making anything, the taxpayer base is shrinking. Deficits continue to grow. It's a disaster.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.